My parents hid a secret from me for 22 years. Then I found the proof. I always had this feeling that something about my childhood didn't add up. It wasn't anything obvious. My parents loved me, supported me, and gave me a great life. But whenever I asked about when I was little, everything changed. I'd ask to see baby pictures. They'd say they couldn't find them. I'd ask what I was like as a toddler. They'd laugh, then change the subject. I figured maybe they just weren't sentimental. Until last month. They asked me to clean out the attic while they were away for the weekend. Most of it was old Christmas decorations and dusty boxes. Then I noticed a small metal lockbox hidden behind a shelf. It wasn't even locked. Inside was a stack of documents with my name on them. Curious, I started reading. The very first page made my stomach drop. It was an adoption certificate. I stared at it for what felt like forever. There was no way it could be real. My parents had raised me my entire life. Why would there be adoption papers? Then I noticed something even stranger. The adoption date. I wasn't a baby. I was 7 years old. At that point, I was completely confused. How do you legally adopt a child you've supposedly been raising since birth? I kept searching through the folder hoping for an explanation. That's when I found an old newspaper clipping. It was about a house fire from over 20 years ago. 2 adults had died. Their last name matched the one listed on my original birth certificate. My hands were shaking. I knew exactly what it meant. The people I'd spent my entire life calling mom and dad weren't my biological parents. When they came home, I confronted them immediately. Neither of them denied it. Instead, they both started crying. They told me my biological parents died in that fire when I was 7. They were actually my aunt and uncle. They took me in the very same night because they didn't want me going into foster care. The adoption wasn't finalized for years because distant relatives fought them for custody. They said they never told me because they wanted me to have a normal childhood. They thought telling me would only bring back pain. I understand why they made that choice. But finding out by accident, after 22 years, made me question everything I thought I knew about my life. Now my family thinks I should just move on. But I can't stop wondering. If you were in my position, would you forgive them, or would you feel betrayed too?